Okay, I just want to show you something here. Just want to show you a different way of thinking about how to organize your electrodes when you're hooking up. What's required is that you have 10 different colors, at least 10 different colors of electrodes to put in your jack box. So what you can do is you can take 10 electrodes, and they all have to be different colors, okay? And you put 8 of them in the left hemisphere, okay? So that would be everything on the left side plus A2. I'm sorry, on the right side plus A2, and then that's 9. And then the 10th one can go like in this jack box, can go like in the right I input. So you have 10 there, and then you put 10 of different colors on the same on the left, okay? So you're going to have 9 on the left hemisphere plus the eye lead. That'll be 10. Excuse me. And then what you do is you tether them, you tie them together like this, okay? And you can do it a couple of times like this, okay? All right, and you just want to leave a little space, a little space at the edge. So that's the right. And then you tether these together, and that's the left. And then in the midline, you put 3 in the midline right here, different colors. And then you put your, for this box I have 1 in the common and 1 in the reference, and then I tether them together, okay? And then I leave the ones for the chest, I leave them free flowing. I don't tether them together, okay? Now what you do, when you measure your patient and you're all prepped and ready to go, what you do is you take one side, let's say you're going to do the right hemisphere, and you just quickly fill them up with paste like this, okay? So you're going to have your towel down here, so you just rest them on your clean towel. So you just fill them up with paste, each one, like this. Okay? So there's going to be 10 of them on the right side. Okay? Okay, and then those you just kind of set those aside. Okay, they're all filled with paste. And you do the same for the other side, okay? You just fill all 10 of them up with paste, okay? And then you do the same for the midline and the ground ones, okay? So there's 5 of them for this. You fill them up with paste. And so what you do now is you have the patient turn their head to the left, and you're going to put the right side on first. So you have to make sure you get the right side on. You don't want to put them on opposite hemispheres. But now all you have to do is you just put your, let's say the patient's head's right here, you put them right here. And all you have to do now is you just look at the box, and you say, okay, white goes on 01, and you just pop it on, press it on. Okay, purple goes P3, you just pull purple out. And you kind of pull it out of it like that, put it on. And you say, okay, the green goes on T6. So you're just looking at the box. You don't have to pull each one out individually, okay? And you put T6 on, and then you say, okay, C4 is yellow. You just pull C4. And so you do it the same way. You have them all flowing towards PZ, right? But it's really nice just to pick them up and just pop them all on instead of pulling them out of the box one by one. So that way your box doesn't get all greasy with, with paste and stuff. And it's just, what happens is when these things are tethered together like this, there's a nice flow of these things to the back of the head. And also they're all kind of connected together real tightly, and that actually cuts down on the amount of 60 cycle that you get in your recording, because they're all bunched up. Usually when they're free flowing, some of them are kind of hanging out and they act like antennas, okay? So this is really advantageous. I learned this from another tech. It's actually a very good way to do it, and I do it all the time at Encinitas because they're disposables. So they come at Encinitas, they come in a pack of 10, and they're all different colors. So I just use 10 on one side, 10 on the other, and then I use a half a pack for the rest of them, or like 6 out of 10. And so you put, if you put on the right side, then you can go to the midline and put those 5 on, and they'll all be different colors too. So you can see PZ is black, so you just pop on PZ. CZ is white, you pop that on. FC is red, you pop that one on. The ground is orange, you could put that on the side, and the reference is blue, so you put that on top, like at the front. Then you do the same thing on the other side, okay? So you never have to really touch this at all. You just fill these up. You could fill them up all at once, and then just grab them one by one and pop them on, okay? Yeah, and then if they're disposable, then you just take them all out after you're done, just throw them in the trash, okay? If they're reusable, you can do the same thing, but you know, a lot of times reusable ones, you don't get all the color variations, because a lot of times some of them will break, and then they'll add one into the mix that's the same color as the other one. So it doesn't work out as good if you have reusables. But if you have a big selection of reusables, you can find enough colors that they're all different for each side. Then you can just do that with the reusables too. Okay. If you have any questions, just ask me about that.